Hello, and welcome back to Quiet Craft Club. I'm trying to get going live on Instagram too, so give me a quick sec. How's the lighting on the old YouTubes? I think it's looking good. Let's see how the lighting is here. Sorry, silence. I am doing this on the gram. Okay. Oh, wrong way, camera. Ooh, hello. For YouTube again, but now for Instagram. I'm doing a live video. Cool, you're telling my followers that I'm live. Okay. Today on Quiet Craft Club, or if you're watching this in the future, which I feel like is how most of you guys consume this content, which is fine, I'm gonna make, oh, you can't even see them. I thought they were gonna be in the shot. I'll put them right here in the Instagram shot, maybe. My arm. That's not gonna get in the way. We'll see. I am going to make hearts. I'm making some hearts today. And I know you might be saying to yourself, it's plenty early to be making hearts as if like for Valentine's Day. But you know what? If Target can have Valentine's Day stuff out already, I can work on stuff for Valentine's Day already. And I say work on stuff because these are, in theory, going to be something fun for people for Valentine's Day, for my followers, for the people who support Give It, Get It. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, today I'm just going to be making some hearts and chatting with you guys about life, I suppose. If anybody comes into the chat live, they can decide what we talk about. No pressure, no pressure. But otherwise, yeah, I'll just, I guess, tell you some things about my life that are going on, while I also try to multitask and crochet while on live. I think I can do it. I feel like I've done harder things on live before. It's just all about the counting. Crochet is all about the counting. It's actually wild. And sometimes when I'm crocheting is when I realize sometimes it's hard to keep track of things. Sometimes it's hard to keep count. Look at this gorgeous yarn that I'm using for this first set of these, by the way. Not first set, but like the first one that I'm doing on this live. I showed you already. I've got this little thing with these two different colors. This little red heart and this little white heart. White and this is like marble. I would say like marble pattern. But yeah, so I'm just continuing that. I'm trying to do a bunch of different, I kind of got all my little scraps together. This is like a white, a pink, and a blue. I've got this gray that's kind of a scrap, and then I've got this like great, like true like red. So I want to do scraps first, and then I will do maybe some red ones as well. It just kind of depends on how everything goes. It's also like we've been having a snow day. This is kind of an impromptu quiet craft club because typically it's the first Thursday of the month, but I wasn't feeling very good last Thursday. So I postponed it into this week, and then I decided to do it today since it's a snow day here in the old LFK, which is where I am, Lawrence, Kansas. If you're not in Lawrence, Kansas, it has been very snowy here these last couple of days. Had not stopped this morning, and it did stop sometime today. I haven't actually really been outside since the early afternoon, but it is rather snowy here. The job that I had going on today ended up getting canceled, and so I had the whole day again, and Sunday and Monday are my days off. So I've kind of gotten a long weekend, and it's been really nice and really just rest and restore, which is lovely. Okay, the thing about this happening with the string is that for whatever reason, whoever wound this up, which it was probably me, like wound the ends together around here, which is just killing me. Like, why do this? Okay, and I don't need that much to make these hearts, but wowza. That was about to make me crazy. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I gotta follow the pattern in my head too, so kind of trying to do a lot of things at once. But that's okay. There's something kind of fun in that sometimes, for sure. One of the points of doing this whole thing, kind of just to see if I can, honestly. Okay. Because yeah, on one of the previous lives, I like worked on doing like a square knot and like was trying to show how to do it to the audience and still managed to talk through most of that. Though I don't know how entertaining it was. And that live is still up on my YouTube. If you're not on my YouTube, you can find me on YouTube at Megan_talks, TALKS. And all of my Quiet Craft Clubs, I just recently started doing them on Instagram Live as well. But all my previous ones are on YouTube. Look at this little cutie. Look at this little cute thing. I'm going to tie the ends together. But look how cute it is. It's kind of like a little rounded heart. I know it's not like the most heart-shaped heart. It's funny, it has kind of a flesh tone right in the middle of it. This one does, right there. Makes it look like it has a hole with my hand behind it, but it doesn't. It's just an interesting color right there. I like these hearts because they don't take very much yarn at all to do. So like, I'll probably be able to do one with this amount of yarn, which is like a nice amount of yarn to be able to do something with, because you could tie the ends of those ones this long, like this long, together and then make like, you know, a scrap hat or something, which is fair and good, but I like a quick, easy project sometimes. And then you do end up with little ends like this, but I'm saving these. I have a whole little bunch of these, and I might try to use them in part of the process, in part of the packaging process if I can, because I might need a bunch of little strings, so we'll see. But again, look at this little freaking heart. It's like that one Vine. It's like the freaking bats, but it's the freaking hearts. Like, look how beautiful that is. I'm obsessed. I'm just going to show you this over and over again. I love it. Okay, let's make 600 more. Into the little bucket it goes. And let's start again on this one. I will, I'm trying to decide if I should walk through the pattern at all, just in case there's somebody that's watching this that's like, ooh, I want to do that. I want to make that. And then is like mad that I don't say the pattern at all through the whole thing. So I'm trying to decide, because to most people it's going to make no sense. Absolutely no sense. I guess I'll just do it as, I'll do it as steps as I go, as much as I remember to. And then, sorry, I cannot talk and do this magic circle at the same time, because you got to start with the magic circle and they're kind of hard to do. If you don't know how to do one, you got to look it up and figure it out and then do it. Because I don't know how to explain a magic circle, but we're going to do magic circle, and then you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to do 2 triple crochets. That makes kind of the first little set of like the top of the heart, so that you have this and this little ring, and you can kind of tighten it as you go. You want to have enough ring to like go into, obviously. I can't tell if you guys can see. Okay, so we did 2 chains and then 2 triple crochets. We're going to do 3 double crochets, bang, bang, bang. 1, 2, and a third. So 3 triple crochets. We have essentially done the whole, almost the whole first half of the heart. We're then going to chain 1, and I try to do kind of a tight chain. And then we're going to do 1 more double crochet, which this little double crochet is going to kind of be the point of our heart. This looks a little funky if you don't know what you're doing, but because I know how it's supposed to look, this is exactly how it's supposed to look. And then this is obviously the back of it. Like, this is what I'm seeing. Okay. We're obviously still using our magic circle. Okay, so then we just did a double crochet. We're going to chain 1 and make like a nice tight chain. And then we're going to do what we just did, but backwards. So we're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. So we're mirroring what we did on the other side. I'm going to pull this a little bit tighter, this little circle, so that I'm working with a little bit of a tighter circle. And of course, my yarn's getting all twisty on itself, but we don't need very much more, I promise. So then we're going to do 3 triple crochets into the same, just singular magic circle. So that's 1. And you might be asking yourself, why did I do 2 triple crochets at the beginning and 3 at the end? And it's because I'm counting the 2 chains that you did right off of the magic circle as a stitch. Because in my personal opinion, if you don't count that as a stitch, you get a little bit of a wonky heart. Okay, so now I've done 3 triple crochets, and that's it with like the middle totally open, as you can see here. I'm going to tighten this a little bit, tighten it just a little bit, and then I'm going to do a chain stitch. So I'm going to put it through the middle, I'm going to pull it through, and then I'm actually going to cut this and get that one that's like the end of this, not the part of the magic ring, and finish my whole thing. So I'm going to tighten that knot. And then you can see it's like kind of open. We're going to pull on that one at the middle for the magic ring. And look, you got yourself a little heart. Little heart. I feel like with the little things still dangling, it doesn't look as much like a heart. And I will say this is kind of a more rounded heart. I do have, let's see if I have some. I have some using a bit of a different, slightly different pattern. It has more of a point at the bottom, as you can see here. But it also has like more space in between this, and that was just making me a little crazy. And so if you wanted to have a little bit more of a point, what you do is you do a triple crochet at the very bottom instead of a double crochet. Like when we did the first half and then we did a chain stitch and a double crochet, you can do a triple crochet instead and then do another chain stitch and then go backwards, back around the pattern. But that, like I said, it just leaves a little bit more space. Here, I'll show you. Like this one, you can see at the bottom here, there's like no space in between those, like no space that you can see through. Versus in this one, you can like see the space there, if that makes sense, versus this one. Okay, so we made another little heart. We're going to make another one. I still got a decent amount of this yarn left. So we're going to make another one of these, except for my yarn is like so... Why is this happening? Why must this happen? I need to unwind it and then like rewind it. Such thrilling content. But really I don't, because I don't need that much. So I just need to separate these two for a little bit. So exciting. These are the real thrills of crafting and artistry that nobody tells you about. Really glamorous things where you sit and you untangle yarn because you need it to be a certain way for your project. Okay, let's see how much this got me. I feel like this got me a heart's worth of yarn. For whatever reason, there's like a knot here. So yeah, on my snow days, the biggest thing that I've been trying to do is finish this book right here. Oh, Iron Flame. I've been trying to finish it. I have legitimately like 30 pages left because I did it up to the wire. I was really hoping to have it done. And I mean, I'll have it done by tonight. So that's all that I wanted to do. Because I've been reading it for like a minute now. I read Fourth Wing in like 3 days. And then I've been struggling to get through Iron Flame for like a month. Just because of the holidays and stuff too. So yeah, I'm trying to finish it because then I will be finished. And it is at a really exciting point. Like a lot has happened in these last few chapters. So that's really exciting. I'm just like excited to get back to that. I'm not gonna lie. So I might cut the live a little bit short. We'll see. We'll see how many hearts I can get done. Maybe I should set a goal for myself of how many hearts I want to do. I should have done a different color. I'll do this one and then I'll do a different color because I do have more of this yarn and I can make more of these on my own time. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to in terms of just like these last couple days is reading Iron Flame because it's like 600 and something pages long, which is wild. And I am currently reading another book that's longer than that, but I'm listening to it on audiobook and I will expect it to take me like 3 or 4 months to get through. So there's that. So really having it done in a month is not that crazy. The first one was not quite that many pages long. It was like maybe 500 something. Or maybe it was only 400 something. I don't know. This one feels a lot longer. But it is personally, in my opinion, a little bit of a better book than the first one. In my personal opinion, I'm liking Iron Flame more than I liked Fourth Wing. Okay. This is my problem is like I don't advertise Quiet Craft Club at all because I like do something like getting obsessed with this book and wanting to finish this book. So I don't advertise it and then nobody's in the live and so then nobody's asking questions in the live and then it's a lot harder to continue talking when I have no idea what you guys care to hear about me about, you know? I also did just watch Dairy Girls on Netflix, which was amazing, and I highly recommend to anybody who likes TV. I don't know, it is like a little bit hard to understand them at the very beginning. Like you do have to get over a bit of an accent situation. This one's also beautiful. But I just watch with captions anyway, like either way. So I was not bothered by the accents at all. But yeah, I really enjoyed that as well. It's been one of my favorite shows. I mean, I would say of the new year, even though it's, been it's been like a week. In the new year, it's my favorite show. It's literally like the only show that I've watched start to finish in the new year. I'm also watching Percy Jackson right now, which I am obsessed with. Obsessed with Percy Jackson. Cute little heart. Okay. Now I am going to move on and see if I can do how many I can do with this blue color. Because this blue is kind of, I don't know if you can tell. I feel like you can. It's like kind of like a marbly blue. Also, let me take a drink. Okay. But yeah, it's kind of like a marbly blue. And I did some other cool things with this. Made some blueberries. I had just got like a little I started with a ball like this big. Um, and then I got like a scrap in somebody's like something, I don't know, like a ball, like a bag of scraps that I think some of these came from. Actually, I think this one might have come from that same bag. But yeah, so it was just like small amounts. And I made a couple of blueberries with it for my little nephew Celerin. I made a couple of blueberries, and then this is how much I had left from that. And I think I did some other things with it. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, so it has served me well. And I really like this color. I really like this set of blues. I'm like obsessed with ombre. And so I love that this kind of has like an ombre vibe. I like the marbling too. Like I like these ones that I think of as like marble pattern. I think they're cute. Cute little marbly pattern. My dog is sniffing around, seeing what she can get in the kitchen. Oh gosh, she's licking the floor. She's licking the floor. You can't win them all. Okay, so this yarn is a little bit tougher to work with than that other yarn was. This other yarn is just so gorgeous. I think I definitely got that as just like this little, kind of scrap piece of it. So I couldn't do anything like big with it. So I'm kind of loving having a reason to use it for something so cute. So cute. And yeah, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna do a cute little like Valentine's Day thing. And that's what I'll say about that right now. It's gonna hit at the end of January, beginning of February, obviously, because it's Valentine's Day, and that's when Valentine's Day is, in case anybody was wondering. Okay, this is like making me crazy. This one I might not be able to make more than just this one little guy. I forgot that this yarn kind of like splits apart. That's what makes it tough to work with sometimes. You guys probably cannot see that. Okay, but I'm almost done. This is the only thing that's like so annoying is like, what do you do with like the amount that's left of this one? Because it's like, again, I don't even know if it's enough to make a heart. Maybe I'll try to make a heart with it and see what happens. Oh my gosh, look how cute this is. Why am I just like, I guess all of these are pretty much like interesting little like color schemes. Like that one is kind of the same, but in pink. And then it's blue, and then the like marble, and then like the green is a bunch of different colors. I did not do that on purpose, but now I'm realizing that I haven't done any solid color ones. I'm kind of into it. I'm into that being kind of the vibe, which makes me want to maybe or maybe not make a bunch of red ones. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, the little end scraps can go over there. And it's a little blue heart. It's like a little blueberry heart. Seriously, so cute. Into the bucket. Woohoo! Love it. Yeah, this is not enough to make another heart. So I guess it just goes into the pile of scraps. Which one should I make next? Should I make a hot pink one? It's kind of sad that we only could make one blue. One blueberry one. It's also wild because these are the same. This is the same, almost the exact same pattern. Except for with this one, I've done like this was one of my first I did, and then this one is like one of my most recent ones. And so there's just like there's two adjustments that I've made to this pattern and to get to this point. And maybe this one you don't. I mean, this one's like also cute in its own right. This one's just like a little bit more like uniform, if that makes sense. I don't know. I can't tell which ones I like better. The ones that are a little bit more like this one's a little bit more unique. Like it's kind of wonky and it's like a little funky and it sits a little. But see, this is what I'm saying with like the space at the bottom. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna make a hot pink one that also has like an ombre vibe. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna love it. We'll have to see if any of the color. It just seems like it's a little bit far down in the ball of yarn, the next color change. So we'll just have to see if this one catches any of the color change. Or else it'll just be like a hot pink heart, which is also cool, yo. This yarn is a little bit of a different texture. It's a little bit like rougher than the other two. Obviously, this multicolor one is like so soft and beautiful and delicious. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what kind of yarn it is, but I'm obsessed with it. Okay, that one's bad. And then the blue one that I used, I don't know, also just seemed like a, acrylic yarn. This just seems like an acrylic yarn, but maybe even of a, maybe less percentage of cotton or anything like that. Essentially, it seems like a worse yarn. That's what I'm trying to say without hurting this yarn's feelings. It's one singular feeling that it has. But yeah, this one just feels a little bit cheaper, a little bit rougher. But again, this is like a great thing to use something like that for because now it's cute and it can just like go on a garland or go in somebody's pocket and be extra cute and just be like a little heart. I bet you could also put it in some water with some fabric softener and it would feel a lot nicer, which maybe I'll do that because it also sounds like it would make it smell really good. And that'd be cute if they smelled really good. I wonder what that would do. Like, I wonder if there's any reason not to do that. Oh no. Oh. Wait. I'm confused. Okay, so yeah, now I guess I don't know, maybe this is a manufacturer's tie. We'll see. This is gonna be kind of annoyingly not in a good spot, but or maybe in a perfect spot. This is just me figuring this out on the go in front of you guys. Not having my crap together. That's how it goes. This one will just have like a very, very like abrupt change in color, but it will be very small because there's literally only this one little piece that is this color. This one's gonna look funky. I don't know. I don't know about this one. I don't know what this one's vibes are gonna be. But I'm gonna make another one with this color. Or with this little ball. Okay, first these need to be cut off. Oh my gosh, this is funky. It just has this little tiny. This one is funky, but it needed to be done to practice. Oh, the color is all blown out on that. So this little like little bangs of white. I like it. Okay. Yeah, this one's this one's a wee bit funky. Not only the color change, but like the back of it. I don't even know if it deserves to go into the thing, but it gets to go in there. Okay, I'm gonna do one more with this color, and then I think I'm gonna be done so that I can go finish this book that I'm desperate to finish. And then I can catch you guys next time on February's Quiet Craft Club, which I'll have to decide what to do. This one I kind of decided last minute. I did decide it last week, but last week I was struggling for many reasons, honestly. Physically and mentally, it's not doing so good. But that's why it's nice to be your own boss, because I got to take a little bit of time off. And then I had this 3-day weekend to make this nice little snow day. Or the snow day made a nice little 3-day weekend. So yeah, I've gotten some time to rest up. So in February, I'll definitely hit it at the normal time. But this month, that just could not be helped. Oh my gosh, another tie. This is what I'm saying, is that actually I feel like this one came from some stuff that I tied together of scraps at the end of something, which is not really the best thing for something as small as this little heart. I think this one's going to be funky because the little tie is going to be right at the bottom point, which I guess we'll just see what happens. It's literally like at the very, very bottom. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think this will be my last one. I don't think that there's anything else that's pressing to tell you guys besides just the fact that we're, keeping on in 2024. And I'm going to try to be really consistent with everything that I do as I start the year with inconsistency, lol. But I really am going to be try to be consistent with the content that I create and the things that I do. So also, if you don't know anything about it, check out my Patreon channel, patreon.com/MeganHD. That is an amazing place to support me financially, monetarily. We have tiers starting at $2 a month, which is essentially a donation of $2 towards Give It, Get It, my nonprofit organization. That is the channel that I am. Well, I guess my YouTube is just live from like a personal account, but my Instagram is my business's Instagram, obviously. But yeah, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/MeganHD, and support us there if you can. That would be super awesome. If you've got even $2 or $5 a month to spare or to put towards fun things, we would greatly appreciate if you put some of that money towards us. Okay, this one is better than the last one, less funky than the last one with the weird little white bangs. Sorry, little guy. But it does have another knot in it. I don't think you guys can see, but maybe you can from the back. It has another little knot, but otherwise is definitely a bit cuter. I like this one actually. Definitely a bit cuter than its first counterpart. See? Oh. I don't know. Okay, both in the little bin. We've got the little bin. We made like 5 or 6. in just like 30 minutes. They literally take me like 5 minutes a piece. And that was also that whole little ball. So I'm going to put that in the pile. And yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Yep. That's time to go. Bye.